Hello and welcome. My name's John Campion and I'm joined by my community ambassador from Telford. Sherrel, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Sherrel Fikeis and I'm John's community ambassador for Telford and Wrekin.
So thanks for joining us today, Sherrel, and we're talking around Black History Month and why it's important not only to myself as Commissioner but also to some of the work that you've been doing for me up in Telford and Wrekin, and why I as Commissioner am supportive around such things as Black History Month, but also a lot of the other cultural celebration and education work that's done out there in our community. And I suppose really I just wanted to touch really and talk to you about the why. You know, in your view of the work you do with the communities in Telford and Wrekin, why are things like Black History Month so important to you and the work that we do?
First of all, I am actually a second generation of the Windrush. My parents were Windrush who came to Britain in the 50s. And so for me, it's so important that black and white children know about the Windrush generation who actually came to the UK to help build the empire after the war. And by actually working for you in the community to actually engage accessibility for the community for many years has seen the police and the PCC have not been accessible to them. And since I've been in post for the last 4.5 years, that has changed because I've gone out on your behalf and engaged with the black community, the Asian community and all the communities in Telford to make sure that you're there for them and your voice, if they needed to access you, that they could do that via me. Most recently, and with the very last event that we actually did for Telford and Wrekin, was the first International Multicultural Women's Day, which Tracy, our Deputy Commissioner, attended, and we had a wonderful day.
That recognition of the different parts of our society, our community that make that contribution to us, and you've hit on for me one of the reasons why I am a big supporter of things like Black History Month. It's not about being right on or about attempting to socially re-engineer. It's about ensuring that we celebrate the individual parts of our communities, and for me, accessibility to their commissioner, you know, I represent them, and us as a society being able to understand its constituent parts and then celebrate them, for me, is a really powerful thing, because my commitment in my police and crime plan is a clear one, that I want to represent everybody. You know, everybody should have confidence in their police, and indeed they should be able to access their commissioner. So your work on the ground in events such as that Multicultural Ladies' Day is an impressive one, because celebrating what's good about our society, I think, is an important part of learning from our history, because there are some things that I think we're not proud of in our history, and it's right that we celebrate the good and and understand the bad, to make sure that we learn and grow from it. In Telford, you're and it's slightly different to other parts of West Mercia. You do have a larger ethnic minority within the population than maybe next door Shropshire, for example.
Yes,
and I'm just interested in some of the work that you might do in and around ensuring you get around all those different communities.
Well, for instance, the women internationally consist of Sikh women, Hindu women, English women, Polish women, Lithuanian women, Afro-Caribbean women, African women, the whole lot.
Truly international.
Truly international. And we actually had over 200 ladies attended.
Wow.
And it was absolutely a great success. And again, you sponsored the awards for the thank you for the nurses, which they absolutely were so humbled and so was very much appreciated. That's why Black History Month and us sponsoring Black awareness of history is actually so wonderful for the community and the youngsters to actually have identity, to know that there were people in the past that they actually could aspire to and also for us to be aware, listening to our community and engaging with our community. I think that's probably, that would go a long way.
And that's a key point, and I'm sure you're aware. My commitment is around to ensure that West Mercia Police is representative of the community it serves, i.e., the right number of black, Asian, other minority ethnic groups, men, women, gender, sexuality, and all the other bits that make us up the diverse community that we are. And there's still some more to go with West Mercia Police. It doesn't
Yes.
represent necessarily the community it does serve at the moment, but I've been really impressed in the recent uplift in police officer numbers. Some really good, strong applications from some of our underrepresented communities. As Commissioner, I'm proud of the communities that make up West Mercia, and that's not just the geography, it's the individual communities that make them up. I'm proud that this month we're celebrating Black History Month. We're celebrating that particular community's contribution to our way of life. It's an important part that we learn and understand the different parts that make us unique, and for me this month will do that. I as Commissioner will continue to ensure that those that don't currently have a voice get a voice. I will ensure that the police service that we all have to have confidence in represents the values and views of us as a society as a whole, which includes all the constituent parts that make it up.